really would. I got a lot of friends down there. I even got some voodoo witches, man. You would really freak out on these motherfuckers. And they're doctors. They shake their rattles and beads and shit, man. I'm telling you what, they'll cure you.
You hear this?
No, really.
Rocco's trying to take me on an exotic vacation to the witch doctors. He says they got healing powers. Tell me again.
They do. They do.
You said a rattle?
They shake their rattles and their beads, and they do their chants, and it's healing. They burn their incense.
Like the studio?
They give you special herbs and everything, and it does work. It does work.
I'm scared of those Amazon type shaman healers, man. They'll put me on ayahuasca, and everybody wants to come back to America after those trips and talk about how ayahuasca is a spiritual journey and you'll discover so much about yourself and other things amongst you. Some of them fail to leave out the purging and the cleansing part, which can be quite painful and I don't know what kind of ways because I haven't done it, and that kind of holds me back because I had a friend named Adam. Let's not get religious, but it was kind of coincidental the way he came to me. It was like a divine intervention type conversation. You know, the kind that you end up having that are super cool with a stranger that you've never met, but it feels like you have a connection that you were meant to talk to each other that day. Well, that happened that day, and we talked about ayahuasca, and he let me know about the binging part, the cleansing part, the possible explosive diarrhea, the vomiting, the abdomen pain, the mental anguish that you go through before the or during and before the psychedelic trip of ayahuasca, which is not psychedelic like, recreational psychedelic. They say psychedelic like in a way, I want to say telepathically, you're learning about the oneness of all the levels of the dimensions, how they are like a linked chain feeding off itself. Not just connected to itself, but feeds off itself. And there's an order that is established and still being established.
Right, we have a new world order be coming up soon.
To this day.
We do.
And you can learn all these things supposedly through the ayahuasca experience with a shaman and
it's turning against itself, man.
Talking to wise people or people
we're all turning against ourselves.
Talk this way. I don't know because I haven't done it myself. Cause
what is old, it's in the past now. It's all new now. We're living in a third world country.
I'm psycho enough without that. That sounds wild. Ayahuasca, I mean.
It's
back to Rocco.
I'll tell you, it's terrible. It's terrible.
What's terrible?
I feel like we live in a third world country now.
Because the quarantine?
Well, it's not only that. People out of work don't have no money. I mean, shit, man, I feel sorry for them.
I heard unemployment's paying more than when they worked.
There's more unemployment than it was, like I said earlier. In 1929, that was the Great Depression. It's equal to the 1929. Now, what's going to happen? We're going to have a depression. If we're already in one now, the stock market's going to crash. People are going to be jumping out of high rises.
Everybody's smoking cigarettes and taking shots on Wall Street. It's going crazy right now because of Rocco's prediction, aren't they?
Well, I'm not saying that's. I'm not saying I hope it don't happen, but look at the odds. Look at it. It's heading that way. It's like a storm heading your way. You see a big war cloud. It's coming towards you. You know you're going to get either a tornado or you're going to get a hell of a damn storm.
I don't feel that. I feel, you want to know what I feel could happen with this corona and this quarantine and the other symptoms of COVID-19 into 2020? Let's talk about COVID 2020 instead of COVID-19 because COVID-19's so yesterday. COVID 2020 could possibly, I think we've already talked about the environmental uppages that happen because of this. COVID 2020 could possibly bring about changes that we've needed on this planet forever. And it'll help us realize them more, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what kind of changes could come because it's unpredictable to me, but it's so drastic. I'm praying and hoping that good changes will come of this. Not just flamethrowers, Elon Musk, but innovative, interesting, new ideas besides solar power to save Earth. Because look, we're all in quarantine. We have to change everything anyway. So let go of those livelihoods of cattle you've been raising since the Western days. Quit trying to plan on taking the Amazon forest to grow soybeans to feed those cattle. Quit trying to colonize Mars right now. Okay, future of tomorrow section of .gov, go ahead and try to colonize Mars. But let's make a section of .gov that deals with Earth in the now. How about that? How about that, Dr. Phil? How about that?
Think of us.
How about that? I can't do it like her.
Put a lot of stuff on hold, man. We got to think of us. We got to think of our people. We got to think of people that don't have nothing yet.